Thanks so much, Blanca and Shikhar. I was wondering, Simrit, because you're speaking a little bit about sort of working from ground up, but also as an individual, right? Like this relationship between being part of a larger community, from the panchayats to sort of the governments. There's also a lot that we can do as individuals, and I'd love to hear from both from you, Simrit, and after that, perhaps Vanessa, with this relationship that sort of shifts when you begin to work with nature, very much as an individual, hands-on. If you want to expand on that, or to some
I'm a farmer. I didn't mention this. I'm a farmer. I live in South India in Kodaikanal. I live in a really small village there, and it's interesting. You spoke about the panchayat system. I personally I prefer the bottom up approach. It's too large and it's too systemic I find, to try to dismantle that. And I think dismantling it from the bottom seems to be more of an organic space also, like it's kind of more natural, instead of fighting against it. Because also, which we don't realize, is that we are our wallets is how we vote now. So where we spend our money and who we give that money to, that's a huge responsibility that we have. But having said that, I just wanted to say, like, because it started getting a little dreary, and I just wanted to say that because, I found me making that move to decide to become a farmer and go against the odds, and, people in the village, trying to get them to understand where I'm coming from, like a city urban woman. They are very closed to that kind of change, the villagers and farmers themselves. So even if we got the way that they understood where I'm coming from, is once there was a drought, and then my farm was the only one that still had green grass, and they all would make fun of me, like, why are you doing these swales? We don't understand these trenches. This is how it's supposed to be done. And then when they saw that I'm the only one with grass, and I invited them to bring their cows to graze on my land because they didn't have any space, that's how the change took place. They kind of understood where I'm coming from. And I feel like that's a more organic way to create change, rather than a panchayat telling them, do it like this. They wouldn't even, the chemical revolution is so ingrained into our Indian agricultural system. It's not like the farmers would be asking the panchayat to do that kind of change, And I just feel like us as individuals have so much power to make a difference just by what your choices are, can inspire the next human being. And if you're having a good time doing it, then that's all the more reason why. I'm just saying, compared to being an activist and being getting pulled down by that and feeling that you have to fight against this huge enemy, rather than doing that, just living a more authentic life to ourselves as we as part of nature ourselves, and makes us happy. And that's really what people get away from when they come to my farm to learn farming. What they get away from it is, wow, someone's done it and they're having a good time doing it, so it's not that difficult for me to do it. And I think that kind of change is more organic and fun to say. But it's cool, I guess. You got to do all the political stuff as well.